Always a good time for candy, don't you agree? And today we have a third generation owner of the place that created Bourbon balls. Charles is here from Rebecca Ruth Candy. How are you, my friend?
Very good.
You told me off the break that you are the grandson of Rebecca Ruth.
That's correct.
Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Okay, how did, first of all, let's get back to how she started the company to begin with.
Sure. Well, Rebecca and Ruth are actually two different ladies.
Oh,
right.
I didn't know
Ruth
that.
was my grandmother.
Yes.
And Rebecca was her friend.
Oh.
So they started in 1919, which is a year before women had the right to vote, and they used their first names to start the name of the company, because the tradition in the day would have been a paternal style of using the last names and doing something like maybe Smith and Sons.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
I never knew that was a story. That's fascinating.
It is.
So she was a trailblazer.
Yes, she was.
Where did she first start? Where did she start making them?
Oh,
Not in Lexington.
In Frankfurt.
In Frankfurt.
Right
Yes.
there, yeah.
Actually, it was in Jet at the time, but
What was it called?
Jet. There's a shopping center named Jet.
Ah,
That's
Nice.
a really, really
She
cool.
grew up on Hanley Lane. She was Ruth Hanley.
nice.
I would love to hear her story from the beginning. I know that Ruth and Rebecca made some pretty incredible candies. What are they most well known for?
Well, Ruth in 1936 was asked, or went to a governor's party, and Eleanor Hume Offutt made a comment that Kentucky Bourbon and Miss Ruth's Candy were the two best taste in the world. So she went back with that in mind, and she worked on a recipe for bourbon chocolates. And in 1936, she introduced the original bourbon ball, and it was deemed the best taste in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because they also have, I don't know whether it's a very English thing, rum balls.
Right.
Have you heard of them?
Oh, sure.
And we remember having them as kids. Grandma would bring them for your father to
Right.
eat and would steal some, and they were always a little bit potent. So was Ruth doing something similar? Ruth and Rebecca, I should say. See, I would have said that all the whole time. I'm glad you've told me they're two different women. Did they start with the bourbon balls and then go into other ventures, or how did it all come about?
Well, when they started in business, it was 1919 was the year Prohibition was in effect.
Oh,
So they hadn't invented bourbon balls yet.
right.
And we do make rum balls as well.
Do you?
Yes, we do.
Really, like, are they really rummy? Do you know what I mean by
Troy
that?
wants to
Yes.
get drunk.
Well,
is
we
basically-
have some federal laws on our
What?
back that prevent us from putting
Oh,
too
what are
much
they?
in.
Can you tell us?
Yeah, it's 5% by volume.
Really?
5% of alcohol.
That's a lot more than I thought would be
Right.
in there, though.
Right. Now,
That's, yeah.
You can put as much as you want in a cookie or other items, but candy, the prohibition laws were candy were for kids, so therefore it's illicit.
That's very interesting.
All right, well, one thing I want to know is what other things do you have? I've been over to one of the stores over downtown way, and they have this whole selection of things going on. How big is the collection of chocolates?
Well, we make
Or sweets,
Well,
what do I say?
Right, chocolate, sweets.
You just tell us while I just have some of these.
Absolutely. We make over 100 different pieces if you include all the seasonal items.
Ooh.
We make so many I could never list
How
them all.
many?
Over 100.
And it's so good.
Somewhere around 200 recipes we have. But
Now-
we don't make them all at the same time.
And do you make all of that in your factory in Frankfurt?
Yes, we do.
And you do tours that we can actually
Yes.
go through and see
Oh, I
this,
didn't
right?
know that.
Absolutely. We do tours Monday through Sunday, only 7 days a week.
Okay.
10 to 6. You can go to our website and get the exact hours and that sort of thing.
Good for you.
And we
Yes.
do school groups and professional groups
Do
and
you get
everything.
samples? That's what everybody
We do.
wants to know.
Yes, we do.
You do samples?
We do.
Like we just ate?
Absolutely.
Do they get a whole box? No.
No, they don't get a
They
whole
get
box
one.
unless they buy them.
You ration.
And they usually
So
do.
you're like the Willy Wonka of the chocolate factory.
Yeah,
of
I'm actually
Kentucky.
Charlie in the chocolate factory.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, if you want to find out more information about Ruth Candy, everyone knows them. Everyone also knows this is what you should be picking up as a hostess gift.
Yeah, this
for
is great for
everyone.
Thanksgiving.
There's all the information up on the screen now. Midday Kentucky will be right back. But first, Todd Burge will take us away. Oh, this is good.
This is our newest item.
Oh, dark chocolate.
I'm going to eat it.